Introduction. Goal 3 of the New York State DSP core competencies is demonstrating professionalism. Being a direct support professional, a DSP, requires performing the duties of the position as a professional. Written in Goal 3 are a number of competencies, skills, and tasks that define professional behavior regardless of the work setting. These can vary according to specific job responsibilities. Being a professional in the field of developmental disabilities presents a number of challenges. In this video, a series of realistic scenes are presented which highlight some of the challenges DSPs might have when trying to remain professional in the face of challenges. There are no simple answers to the complex problems shown. Rather, much thought and judgment are required to deal with issues that may not have obvious answers. Demonstrating professionalism, Scene 1. Dealing with challenges in the community.
Lisa, do you know what you're going to order?
I know.
So what else are you going to need?
Thanks. See ya. Okay.
Come on, you're next. Come on.
May I help you?
No, she's going to order.
Come on, come on.
Lisa, it's your turn.
Do you know what you want? Money.
Oh, come on. This is a coffee shop. You want coffee. These people can't order for themselves. Order for her.
Who does he think he is? He doesn't own this place. Why can't he just be patient? Did you see the look on Lisa's face? She looked hurt. This is her community too.
Have you experienced this or something similar in your work? What did you do? Or what could you have done? Pause and discuss. Don't engage with the man in an argument. Why? You don't know this person. Escalating the situation might cause more insults or a physical confrontation. Do. Let the man go ahead of you and buy his coffee. Once he has left, the DSP should find a quiet place to speak with her privately to make sure that she's okay and understands that the man had no right to treat her that way. Pause and discuss. Which competency, skills, and tasks should guide the DSP's actions? Pause and discuss. Was the situation serious enough to contact the supervisor? When would the situation warrant involving the supervisor? Pause and discuss. DSPs should report this type of incident to their supervisor because a person was mistreated by a community member. They should discuss how the DSP handled the situation. Remember, it is the responsibility of you, the DSP, to always demonstrate professionalism as written in the core competencies. Demonstrating professionalism, Scene 2. Keeping your emotions in check.
No, I don't want to.
Remember what the dentist said?
No toothbrush.
Okay, you don't have to do it.
You're stupid.
Remember the goal we just worked on, not calling people names?
Stupid, 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 and fat.
Alan, you know that's not nice.
No, no.
Come on, Alan, be nice.
No, no.
I know I was taught to take a step back, but this is really hard. I don't know if I can work with Alan anymore. He's really getting to me today, and I don't like to feel this way. And the spitting, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Have you experienced this or something similar in your work? What did you do? Or what could you have done? Pause and discuss. Don't further engage the person. Why? The person is not in danger of harming himself or others. The DSP might lose his temper and either say something emotionally damaging or even physically hurt the person they're supporting. Either of these two actions would constitute abuse. Do. Take a long step back. Think about what your next step should be before acting. Pause and discuss. Which competencies, skills, and tasks should guide the DSP's actions? Pause and discuss. Was the situation serious enough to contact the supervisor? When would the situation warrant involving the supervisor? Pause and discuss. Definitely in this case, since the DSP has become upset and is starting to get angry at the person, immediate support is needed. Remember, it is the responsibility of you, the DSP, to always demonstrate professionalism as written in the core competencies. Demonstrating professionalism. Scene 3. Dealing with a negative colleague.
Unbelievable. Wasn't that a complete waste of time?
What?
That training, it was so stupid. I know what I'm doing. 5 years I've been doing this. 5 years.
I know you have experience, but I thought there were some good ideas.
Like what? Core competencies? How to build better relationships? I know all that already. I do it all the time. It's just the same thing over and over. Why do we need to change anything anyway? Everything's fine and everybody's happy. Why waste my time?
I get so upset when people think they know everything. Things are changing all the time. I have 10 years experience and I get new ideas every day. I hate it when we learn something new and no one will even give it a chance. Now that's a waste of time.
Have you experienced this or something similar in your work? What did you do? Or what could you have done? Pause and discuss. Don't get into a heated argument. Do have a gentle but persuasive discussion with the other DSP about the benefits of the training. She might suggest they discuss the training together with their supervisor. Pause and discuss. Which competencies, skills, and tasks should guide the DSP's actions? Pause and discuss. Was the situation serious enough to contact the supervisor? When would the situation warrant involving the supervisor? Pause and discuss. Sometimes staff may not like a training because they don't like how the training was taught, the overall style of the trainer, or the material covered. However, if the DSP's negative attitude causes the DSP not to implement the training, the other DSP must report the problem to their supervisor. Remember, it is the responsibility of you, the DSP, to always demonstrate professionalism as written in the core competencies. Demonstrating professionalism. Scene 4. Being overwhelmed.
Where did today go? It's been one thing after another. Oh, right, Terrell's mom came in unexpectedly. Oh, and then Jim needed to go to the clinic, again. And of course, Diana missed her bus and forgot her purse. I don't mind. I mean, it's my job, but I couldn't keep up with my paperwork. And it's been like this every day this week. Now I'm behind. I've got to catch up, but it's already so late. I'm hungry too. Why do we have so much paperwork anyway?
Hey, Dorian, how's it going?
Oh, hi, Warren. Oh, Warren, I'm a little behind. This paperwork is a bit of a mess.
I hear you, but it is part of the job. Oh, by the way, nice work getting Jim to his clinic appointment today. Thank you. And I'll see you on Monday. Oh, make sure you clock out by 6. No more overtime. And have a great weekend.
Now he waltzes out of the office and I'm stuck here trying to keep up with my paperwork. I didn't get into this line of work because I want to fill out forms. I like people. I want to work with people, not push pencils or work at the computer. This is not the job I signed up to do.
Have you experienced this or something similar in your work? What did you do? Or what could you have done? Pause and discuss. Don't refuse or neglect to complete paperwork or other work responsibilities. Why? Accurate and timely documentation is needed for successful implementation of services. Documentation is often required for payment of delivered services. Do. Request a meeting with your supervisor where there is enough time to discuss your concerns and together create a plan to get your job done effectively and efficiently. Pause and discuss. Which competencies, skills, and tasks should guide the DSP's actions? Pause and discuss. Was the situation serious enough to contact the supervisor? When would the situation warrant involving the supervisor? Pause and discuss. Yes, DSPs have a responsibility to notify their supervisor when they're having difficulty completing job duties as assigned. Remember, it is the responsibility of you, the DSP, to always demonstrate professionalism as written in the core competencies. Demonstrating professionalism, Scene 5. Dealing with an unprofessional colleague.
All right, Mosey, I think we got a pretty good shopping list goal set up for the weekend here. It seems that with the additions of the...
Hey, Anna, what's up?
The time. Oh, and she said she would.
So with the
course,
apples,
every time.
carrots,
Of course.
the other veggies, we're making a lot of good healthy choices here. So I think
I'm
for the
gonna
most part,
have
our
to
goal is
text
set.
you later.
We're looking pretty good.
All right. Oh my gosh. Mondays. Haven't had my coffee yet. It's raining outside. The car wouldn't start. Jeez. Oh.
Everything all right, Hannah?
Yeah, I'm just tired. Gosh, I was up all night last night. I can't seem to get a break. Haven't had my coffee, it's raining, my car wouldn't start. It's just ridiculous.
It doesn't really sound like you're having the best day ever.
Oh my gosh,
Mosey
and my
and I were here working.
landlord wouldn't answer any of my calls last night. My freaking neighbors were so loud and I was trying to
We're just trying to finish up the shopping list goal for Mosey.
But I don't know, I should probably try calling him now again.
Okay. Mosey, I think for the most part, we're looking pretty good for the shopping list. So you can probably just take this with you. If you have any questions, you give me a call over the weekend, okay? Sorry about this. We'll work it out, all right?
Jeez, have you been to downtown lately? Have you driven down? Because you can't get to the courthouse without there being at least 3 or 4 cars in front of you. You can't make that turn. I don't know if the light's too long.
I really love my job. But sometimes the people I work with, they tend to neglect that this is a workplace. I mean, we can't come dressed inappropriately, and we can't always be on our phones talking and texting all day long. I don't want to be rude, but sometimes I just want to scream at some of them. Our focus, it needs to be on the people that we support. We've got to work together so that we're not distracted.
Have you experienced this or something similar in your work? What did you do? Or What could you have done? Pause and discuss. Don't get into an argument with another DSP in front of the people we support. Do speak privately in a calm manner with the other DSP about acting unprofessionally. Perform as a professional when you're at work. Being a professional means 1. Arriving for work on time. 2. Dressing appropriately. 3. Keeping personal issues separate from your work life. 4. Not using a cell phone for personal calls or texts. 5. Being mindful not to share sensitive personal information with individuals being supported. Pause and discuss. Which competencies, skills, and tasks should guide the DSP's actions? Pause and discuss. Was the situation serious enough to contact the supervisor? When would the situation warrant involving the supervisor? Pause and discuss. It is the professional obligation of any DSP to try to ensure that other DSPs are acting professionally on the job. If a coworker is acting unprofessionally, except in the case of abuse, first try to speak to the other DSP. If the other DSP continues to act unprofessionally, their supervisor should be informed of the problem. Remember, it is the responsibility of you, the DSP, to always demonstrate professionalism as written in the core competencies. Demonstrating professionalism. Scene 6. Working with families.
Oh, Sarah, I'm so happy to see you. It was such a tough morning. Charlie wouldn't get dressed.
Hi, Maya.
Come on, Maya. Charlie! Charlie!
Hi, Charlie.
Come on out and say hello to Sarah.
No, leave me alone.
Come on out. All he does is he wants to watch TV.
Mrs. Ludwig.
And could you do me a favor? Could you dress him? I didn't have time. I couldn't get him away from the television.
That's not a problem.
And I have a little bit of laundry over there. If you could put in a load of laundry, that would be great. Also, on your way back from the park, could you pick up some tomatoes and make us a salad for dinner? You do such a good job. And don't forget to chop it.
I wanted to talk to you about something. Mrs. Ludwig.
I'll be back.
Mrs. Ludwig. This is the third time this has happened. As soon as I get here, she's out the door before I can get a word in. I know it's hard for her taking care of a small child and Charlie, but it's not fair. I'm not her housekeeper. I can barely do my job.
Have you experienced this or something similar in your work? What did you do? Or what could you have done? Pause and discuss. Don't engage in a heated discussion with a family member, whether or not in the presence of the person you support. Do find a calm, private time to discuss the problem with a family member. Why? A potential source for the disagreement regarding work responsibilities is the lack of a clear contract between the family and the agency. The agency needs to make clear what is acceptable or unacceptable work for the DSP to perform. If there is a specific task that might fall between the cracks of acceptability, then the supervisor should make that decision. Pause and discuss. Which competencies, skills, and tasks should guide the DSP's actions? Pause and discuss. Was the situation serious enough to contact the supervisor? When would the situation warrant involving the supervisor? Pause and discuss. If the DSP and family member cannot come to a resolution within the contract, she should reach out to her supervisor. The supervisor needs to make clear what is acceptable or unacceptable work for the DSP to perform. If there is a specific task that might fall between the cracks of acceptability, then the supervisor should make that decision. Remember, it is the responsibility of you, the DSP, to always demonstrate professionalism as written in the core competencies.